like the video, even though we most definitely do not like to see people roughed up by the police. This is some fucked up ish, man. Um, we don't like it, but like the video so it can get out there algorithmically. More people can join the discussion. Obviously, there is great power in the blogosphere as far as like noise can be heard. It's a fact. There's a lot of negative things about the internet, most definitely. Bots interfering with ish, having people interfering in elections, just all kinds of wild ish going down, right? But we can talk about the negatives of the internet and social media, but the positives, things can almost act as a petition and just stuff like that. Like noise gets out there, different media outlets can pick it up, or independent journalists, so like the video is what I'm getting at, and if you're new, I'm JayCoffeeTalk. I talk a bit too much at times. That's just how I rock. That's why I'm Coffee Talk. So, but the most important part, aside from liking and subscribing, where we talk about everything under the sun over on this platform, the main thing is join the discussion, share your thoughts. What we have here, Ben Crump, civil rights attorney. What do y'all think about, like, not even pertaining to this? I hear a lot of people say, because Ben Crump, in many ways, with a lot of very big news stories in which someone's rights were violated, their civil rights. Ben Crump is kind of like the de facto go-to attorney. And I've heard a lot of people say that Ben Crump doesn't win enough. Do you think someone else needs to step up into the top spot of being a civil rights attorney? Or are there some other ones out there that are better? Hey, what's up, Knucklehead TV? Coffee, what's good, broski? Chicago West, what up? Guys, have you seen this? Thank y'all for tapping in, tuning in. Been a minute. Gnarly. Yeah, I remember, bro. Gnarly Knuckles. Bro, it's wild. I was in Florida a few months back. I was like, man, I wonder if gnarly. I was out in Lehigh. I was in Fort Myers. I was all over the place. I was all over Lee County. But what we got here, this is actually in Florida as well. And this is in Jacksonville. Ben Crump is posting this. We're going to go over it. This woman, according to the reports here, right here, black mother arrested outside her child's school after an officer confronted her about leaving her car illegally parked and unattended. This level of force on an unarmed woman in a school pickup line is outrageous. Guys, what I'm gonna need you to do, let me know if the video skips or something like that, or whatever, it's not coming in right. Please let me know. We've been having all kinds of trouble on these lives lately. Yeah, most definitely, bro. I'll let you know for sure when I'm back out that way. But I was thinking, man, I wonder if Gnarly Knuckles, because I did some lives and stuff. Florida police crooked as fuck. Yeah, man. Police everywhere, man. Mr. Diddy be on it, man. Those police audits. It's like, then you got people that are like, oh, don't break the law. Just do what they say. And it's like, listen, maybe there is times, and I'm not speaking to this time. I don't know. Maybe there is times people fuck up or whatever. But even with all that being said, and a lot of people would be like, yo, would you like if a cop was treating you like that and was doing it all the time? But let's get into the video, y'all. Let me know if we have any playback issues. Yeah, Diddy still doing his thing. I haven't seen any real new audits as of late, but he's still active. He's on here, man. But here we go, y'all. This is at a school zone. Black mother apparently left her car unattended outside the school. Casey Beach, salute my guy, man. We got a excessive force on a black mother outside of the school, left her car unattended, reportedly, and came out to this kind of response from law enforcement. Yo, we got her in the chokehold. Aren't all chokeholds outlawed, y'all? And is the video playing? Are we having any? Are we still good? Make sure to like the video, even though we don't like this. And guys, some of the comments I can't see will definitely tap into them. Oh, damn, he's straight firing off on her. Yo, this dude looked like a cold sucker scrapping with a woman, and she's going toe to toe with him. No disrespect to the ladies out there. I know there's some tough ass females out there. Damn, he got her in the chokehold again. Yo, he's going for what that police with the sack of Chauvin did to George Floyd. He's trying to put the knee in the neck. He's all winded and shit too. Yeah, this is fucked up, man. It's like, yo, over a parked car. Because I know some people are going to say, well, why did she resist? And, you know, it's never good to resist police, right? But I'm saying this guy's hooking off on a woman, putting his knee in her neck, putting her in a chokehold. I thought that was the big thing that was revelation of the whole George Floyd cases. Chokeholds have been outlawed. They're illegal. Like, there's no way he could have put this woman in cuffs. Even if she was resisting, without straight socking her in the face, pulling her hair, putting a knee in her neck and choking her. Let's run it back, y'all. I won't interrupt with any commentary this time. And we'll definitely tap into the comments momentarily. Everyone, again, please like the video. Obviously, we don't like this, but we want to get it out algorithmically. Man, we got someone tripping off in the comments. If that was your mom, would you? How would you feel if that was your mom or your sister or your wife or your cousin or something like that? You know what I mean? Because that's what people are always like. Oh, they shouldn't have resisted or whatever. Maybe so, but did the police need to do some shit like that? And we don't know what went on before the camera, because that was the big thing in the George Floyd case, right? Was like, it's so crazy. That guy that caught the footage, he was like, yo, he's choking him. He sees what's going on. And it's like, then he fears if he jumps in trying to do what's right and save a man's life, that he'll go to prison or lose his life. And at the end of the day, George Floyd, deceased, Chauvin in prison, but it's like by righteousness of a law, like how their citizens arrest, citizens should have been able to jump in and stop that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I agree with you, Chicago, for real. That's what I'm saying. That's what all this stuff that has happened should have exposed is like, hey, police, like everyone wake up, right? Like police should not be able to abuse their power, right? Like there's cops that signed up, and I'm not bashing the police as a whole. People get on me all the time because I actually believe there is good cops out there that try to do their job righteously and things like that. But there's a lot of cops that sign up to abuse their power, to violate people, that something's off up in their head where they're a fucked up individual. And you heard this guy, he said, yo, this cop is the devil, man, straight up. And it's like, so with that being said, it's like, that was the one thing that I wondered with the George Floyd case was, okay, we know this was a criminal act. He committed murder. So could a citizen have jumped in and stopped that from happening? Like, what do you do in that situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. Let's read. So Ben Crump says, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office arrested a black mother outside her child's school after an officer confronted her about leaving her car illegally parked and unattended. This level of force on an unarmed woman in a school pickup line is outrageous. That's a fact. Here's a press release on this, though. She left her car running in the middle of the road. Her license was also revoked. When approached by police, she lied and attempted to evade. When police attempted to control her, she bit and punched him. Full video and press release. So let's see what they're talking about.
So good afternoon, and thank you for being here today. Today I announced that Anita Gibson has been arrested.
This is that same cop that did the video about, did you guys see that one? Where he was talking about how, like, they watch in Jacksonville all the drill rappers to solve cases, their music videos and all that.
And another arrest is forthcoming under Florida's HALO law, Florida statute section 843.31, which became effective on January 1st of this year. This law creates a 25-foot buffer around first responders, prohibiting individuals from approaching within this area or harassing the first responder while conducting their official duty after a verbal warning. The Florida legislature enacted this statute to protect first responders from threats and interference so that these public servants can focus on their important duties. This arrest stems from a criminal incident that occurred on the afternoon of two.
Yo, are y'all still there? Someone drop a comment to just let me know if you guys are still there. I'm not seeing any more comments jump off. Are we still live? Okay. We're definitely gonna jump into these comments. I didn't know, man, you know what I mean, if the system shut this down or something, and we've been just having all kinds of live stream issues, period.
Tuesday, October 7th, outside of the Idea Charter School located in the 1800 block of Bassett Road, Erica McGriff, a habitual traffic offender with revoked Florida driving privileges and the parent of an Idea student, illegally parked her car in an intersection and left it running and unattended. Officer Holton, a JSO officer working as part of the Safe Schools program, attempted to lawfully discuss the matter with McGriff. She escalated the verbal conversation to physical
Captain
violence.
Napton, what up?
She violently resisted Officer Holton and eventually punched him repeatedly and bit him with such force that she left a bite impression on his forearm.
Damn, they're saying she punched him repeatedly and bit him. I want to see the body cam footage to show that, because to me, this is just sounding like, okay, Ben Crump's on the case, this cop teeing off on this woman. If you never see the body cam footage on this, something's up. That's what I'm saying. What do y'all think?
Gibson and another woman pending arrest were originally spectators. Ultimately, however, they violated Florida law themselves by harassing Officer Holton and failing to provide him with a 25-foot area to safely detain McGriff, and after he gave them verbal warning to get back. They did not comply. Because Officer Holton was outfitted with a body-worn camera, his interactions with McGriff, Gibson, and others on scene were recorded. So I'll share that footage with you now. And additionally, A spectator on scene recorded part of the incident on a cell phone.
Oh, so they're saying they got the footage right here. Let's see if it's all there, if any's redacted, what we're working with. And I never heard of that. Did you guys hear of that 25-foot buffer law where you got to stay 25 feet back? Because that's what I was saying, right? Like with the George Floyd case, never got an answer. Okay, what that cop did was wrong. He took a life. What is a citizen do in that place? Do we jump in and save someone's life? Like what's the deal? What's really good?
Some of that cell phone footage has been posted on social media platforms. I will play that cell phone video after the body-worn camera footage is shown.
Yo, Florida has, I'm not even joking. This blew my mind when I lived there. They have habitual laws, how they call it a habitual traffic offender. You can get so many like driving without a license and it becomes a felony and you can actually do prison time over parking and shit like that. And isn't it, that's wild to me.
I don't want it. I want to go home and I just came to pick up my child. Okay. I just came to pick up my child. Please don't grab it. Please don't grab me. My child. Like you know, you hurting my baby.
So it seems this is leading up to what we saw on the video. I'm not seeing the punching and biting by this woman. Yo, this woman should have just not parked at the school and walked on up, like if her license shit is twisted. But I'm agreeing that this guy escalated it. This shit this cop's talking about, oh, he punched her, she punched him repeatedly and bit her, or bit him, I'm sorry. I'm not seeing that. There is no, like, this body cam footage literally shows what? 90 seconds prior to what we saw, man.
Alright, so the typical most reason why people have...
Apologies, y'all, the ads. I know everyone's like, get premium with your bum ass. Oh, damn, I do see the bite mark on his arm there. That's gonna, whew, this whole situation is crazy, man. Everyone tap in, tap in. What do you guys think about this? Like, I've spoke about this before, right? The no license gang situation where people, like, you get a ticket and you still need to go handle business, and in the eyes of the law, they're like, too bad, take the bus or whatever. Yo, I would have never parked there. I would have parked a block away from the school and walked on over. But that coming in to view there on his arm, that's going to be the evidence they're going to play in court here. And when I'm saying that, I'm not saying I'm agreeing with this cop and the way he handled it. I'm just speaking of it analytically. You know what I mean? Yeah, I thought too, chokeholds totally banned, right? Like, wasn't that the big revelation in the George Floyd case? Police are not supposed to use chokeholds. Apologies, y'all. We're going to get to the comments most def. I'm just playing this. We're going to pull them comments up. But yeah, he put her in a straight up chokehold around her neck, like arm. And then also with his knee. He was attempting to do what Derek Chauvin did to George Floyd. And you could hear one of the people filming like, man, this cop is the devil, y'all. Yo, the way he was talking, they had like this whole different body cam thing, man. This is literally what we saw in the cell phone video. Yeah, Gnarly Knuckles, I saw, just said she probably bit him out of fear. He took it overboard. It's a traffic violation. It's like, it's crazy, man. I've seen matter of fact, when I first moved to Florida, someone I know got caught up in this thing when everyone was driving. I was with them, dropping their kids off at school. They were directing traffic over a certain way, like pull over here. And then when you pulled over there, they said, oh, you can't pull here. The signs say you can't, and gave out 50 tickets. It was like some straight up entrapment shit. And I seen another situation too, out in the desert, where they were giving everybody tickets. Like, police were just pulling off everyone one by one that came out of the school. I parked and then waited a couple hours till it was over. I was like, what kind of they do a lot of those bullshit, like, yo, ticket everyone at the school. We got to salute the school employee there for getting in the mix. Like, hold on, man. You see, he's getting involved, but you know what I mean? He's like, he don't want the cop to, like, he's trying to stop the cop from brutalizing this woman. I don't know, y'all. What do you guys think? This could go, like, that's what I'm saying. The power of social media. People sound off about this enough. The story gets out more. Hold on, y'all. Apologies, y'all. I got someone blowing me up on the jack all day. Like, yo, I ain't answered the first 10 times. What the fuck? Go find a real criminal, not some mom in a school pickup lane. I'm in Southwest Florida. Y'all are right. It's a traffic violation. Yeah, man, like but I know a lot of people are going to go, oh, she bit him. She hit him. Why did she resist? Like, that's what I thought we learned from a lot of these cases, right? That police be on bullshit. And a lot of times, just like a situation like this, a simple traffic infraction, like, he seemed a bit overzealous to me, man. And then it's like, you couldn't have put the cuffs on her in no other way without straight scrapping with her. Like, dude looks like a sucker too. He was fighting with a woman and couldn't hold his own. Oh, don't tell me too. The police were talking about there's another arrest on the way from people not respecting the 25-foot buffer of first responder. Don't tell me it's the school employee who was trying to make things peaceful. Like, please tell me it's not for that guy, man, because that guy, like, he was trying to stop all the shit from going down, man. Don't tell me they're gonna slap the cuffs on that guy and then he loses his damn position within the education department, the school. Like, this shit is crazy, man. That's what I mean about a lot of this license shit. It's like, you get one fine and then it adds up, and then next thing you know, you're scared to drive without a license. Like I said, you heard him call her a habitual traffic offender. In Florida, man, I think it's 4 of those misdemeanors, they can upgrade it to a felony, man. You could do prison time for driving on a suspended license without a license. Yeah, this is crazy, man. That was not necessary. I'm seconding what someone said. I think it was Chicago. Someone said she probably bit him out of fear. Like, I don't know, but they're gonna spin this the whole other way. But I don't know, man. This case could get more attention, and I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get right to the comments again, guys. Please like the video, even though we do not like what's going on here. We got to get this out algorithmically, and I'm gonna pull those comments up momentarily. This is wild, y'all. Yeah, he was trying to rip her hair right out of her head too, man. Look at him choking her, choking this woman out. You couldn't put the cuffs on her in another way. Even if they deem she resisted, it's like you had to do this to cuff this woman. Come on, man. You shouldn't be a cop. I'm telling you, I got a feeling they're going to charge this guy from the school district that was just trying to help out. I bet you. These greasy bastards. They're going to try to charge that guy. Chicago, I'm agreeing with you. This guy was like, he's like, oh, I'm trying to give you a ticket. And you know what I mean? You're trying to exercise your rights to not answer questions. So I'm going to just grab you. We're just going to get right to it. He was looking to escalate this.
At Cops, we're always
again, apologies, y'all. I know everyone's like, get you bum ass motherfucker, get premium with these ads.
So as a result of her actions on Tuesday afternoon, Erica McGriff was arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting an officer with violence, and operating
Yeah, I see you, gnarly.
a driver's license. That is revoked as a habitual traffic offender, which is probably what led to her refusing to give some of those things over in the very beginning. These charges are all third-degree felonies, each punishable by up to 5 years in Florida State Prison.
Yo, if you got a license situation, park. Don't walk up, don't pull into the school like that, man. Because like I said, multiple situations I just mentioned where they were doing entrapment. I've seen personally with my own eyes to give out mass tickets to everybody, licensed, unlicensed, you know what I mean? Just on some bullshit.
Additionally, McGriff was cited for multiple traffic violations. So what's today's takeaway? If you violently resist our officers, if you punch them, if you bite them, you will be arrested. If you crowd.
What about if they just hem you up off top, looking to take things there, and they're teeing off on you? What are you supposed to do then? What is the answer when you got a cop turning up on people? Like we said in the George Floyd situation, since that was deemed a criminal act, what if people would have jumped in and stopped them? Would they have went to jail for that? Do you know what I mean? It's just wild when you really think about it.
And harass our officers or any first responder after a verbal warning, you will be arrested. JSO will always hold accountable those who violate the law. But this entire episode reaches beyond even law violations. It speaks to the breakdown of civil society that are some in our community not only quietly accept, but actively promote. So beyond
this dude trying to be a whole philosopher and all this, you hear this?
Breaking the law, these adults committed these acts in front of vulnerable and impressionable school children. These adults modeled and normalized for school-age children not only breaking the law, but also lying to the police, violently resisting the police, punching police officers, biting a police officer, and harassing a police officer, and encumbering a police officer. Officer Holton was simply doing his job. Disappointingly, this negative modeling had direct consequences here. Currently, there's an active pickup order for a juvenile for making threats to shoot up Idea Charter School because of this incident. So JSO will not tolerate those who violate the law and victimize our officers or any member of our communities.
Plug, what up, Plug?
Without all of that. So we reject the flawed theory promoted by some that this type of unprovoked violence is shown to police officers is somehow justified. I ask every member of this community who enjoys the privileges of a civil society, one organized by laws, to reject this flawed theory. No one is above the law. No one should be hurt or hinder a public servant doing the work that is a critical function to our community. So now I'll take any questions that you all may have. Yes, sir. Yeah. He's one of the school administrators. So if you'll see, the school administrators were there trying to keep everyone back. And largely, in my opinion, they helped keep that officer at least with some sort of comfort level while he's engaged with that individual. So there was an elderly, an older lady wearing a pinkish red shirt. I believe at one point she used an expletive and said she wasn't even worried about the 25 feet. And then there was a young girl, she saw her coming later. So
it's not the school administrator that they're going to hit with this buffer halo law. That's why they call it the halo law too. This guy, he's kicking some old, being a philosopher, y'all. This is the guy too. Remember the video where he was talking about Jacksonville drill rap and how they use the music videos to solve cases? You guys remember this guy? He's went viral a few times, but they're not arresting the school administrator. It's going to be an old lady, and I think he said a youth, I believe.
After things started wrapping up a bit, you saw her come in later and grab the phone. She was one of the ones that was standing there with a lot of the chirping that was going on.
You heard him talking about chirping. So that basically comes down to, hey, we ain't going to tolerate you guys criticizing us as well. Like, come on, man. There's no way this cop couldn't have slapped the cuffs on this woman without beating the brakes off her. And then they're mad because some people are, like, outraged by it. So they're going to go to jail, too. This shit's crazy, man.
She's going to be arrested.
Also, you say the officers do the job. He followed all the cases.
Yeah, so the first thing we do before we even do this stuff, before we bring it out here, we look at it, we send it to our experts, our use of force experts, to look at everything that he does in that process. And he followed the rules, he followed the laws.
That's wild. So he just grabbed her. That's crazy to me, man. Like, hey, she's like, hey, basically, I don't want to answer questions. I got to get in the school, blah, boom, hand her up by the arm. I don't know, man. This whole police shit is wild to me, man. It always is.
It's shocking to me that you square up to fight a police officer just maybe when you're going to get a citation, you're probably going to end up going to jail because it's a third-degree felony for a revoked habitual traffic violator license. But it's remarkable to me that you're willing to stand up and go talk.
That's what I was talking about with the multiple driving without a license. Florida has that habitual offender joint where a misdemeanor is a felony. I'm telling you, when I was down there, I known cats that did prison time off that. Where I lived in New York, man, a lot of times they wouldn't even give out that ticket because they're like, unless like you got some blow or something up in the car, they're like, we don't have the time. Like, hey, you're not supposed to drive, but we got to go do some other shit. If you happen to pull away, like, I don't want to sit here do the paperwork. Don't get that shit in Florida. Don't be driving without a license, man. They'll impound your car, everything.
So, which is, I can't understand that.
I'm talking about, yeah, I shouldn't broaden it to all of New York. I'm talking about like Buffalo in the city is what I'm saying. Like a lot of cities, I've noticed that like you get caught up in the sticks where nothing's going on. I'm sure, you know what I mean? But like me personally, I'm not saying this because this is a good thing and I shouldn't have been. There was a time I got pulled over, no license, suspended license. I worked at a bar. I think I brought this up before at one point in time, right? I worked at a bar grill. My girl did too. We left. It was Halloween. We get home. There was a big UFC joint that went down. We get home. She's like, oh shit, I left my phone. I'm like, all right, we only live 4 blocks from there. So I dip out, go back over there, grab the phone. Soon as I pulling out of the bar, boom, they got a blitz going on. They pull me over. They're like, sir, have you been drinking this, that, and third? Listen, I don't have a license. My license is suspended. I live 4 blocks over this way. Yes, officer, no, officer, all that, you know, apologies. I know I shouldn't have been driving. Have you been drinking? Honestly, yes, I had some drinks at work when we wrapped up. We had a UFC joint going on. Okay, well, peep this. If you blow, like if you refuse to blow, we got to take you to jail, DWI. If you blow and you're not over the legal limit, I'm going to let you drive your ass home. Boom, I blew like a .07 or something, like right under the limit. They were like, all right, you're good to go. Go home. And then he was like, don't let me see you back out tonight because not only am I taking you to jail, I'm going to fuck you up too.
He was the only one that was there. He was there by himself. There were other officers that were on the way. But, you know, sometimes if you're in different locations, it takes a little bit to get there. He was, I believe, I didn't speak to him directly. I believe he was trying to hold her until she kind of gassed out. And then eventually you saw, you know, put her hands behind her back so he can get those handcuffs on her.
She was saying she couldn't breathe. It was hard to tell what.
Yeah, I thought the chokehold is straight up
I'll
banned.
give you a test. Go home and let your wife choke you and try to talk. You can hear whether someone's their airways being blocked or you can't talk. She can breathe.
Yo, dude said, go home, let your wife choke you and try and talk. What the dude was like, yo, Buffalo's turning. I was drunk at a bar, me home, and I gave them a lot of lip, even pushed one, and they still sent me on my way. Man, I miss Buffalo. I miss Western New York personally. I never wanted to move to Florida. Like, I ain't trying to shit on Florida. It's a cool place. There's just things that are different about places. And I just noticed, personally, this is just my own observation. It felt like in Florida, like you can do, like when I lived there, I'm not even joking to you, they were still arresting people for weed. This was in 2017, 18. People were getting knocked with like a gram of weed, having to do probation, all these court fines, surcharges, work program. And if you fuck up the work program, like, yo, I had to do the work program. There was a guy in there that was a doctor. He got a DWI leaving a Buffalo Wild Wings. And he had to do work program too, right? And he was like, listen, I work at a hospital. Like, I'm a doctor. Can I just shell out a bunch of money and employment as a doctor? They were like, nah, motherfucker, you got to do the work program. Like, I don't know. It just felt like down there, like a petty offense, if you will, can escalate to something major. Do you know what I mean? Where just from my point of reference. Like always, anyone over here, guys, please like the video, subscribe, join the discussion. I always say, we just talk over here. I never claim to be an expert. I just give my perspective on things. This just seems so petty over a drive. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, but I miss Buffalo, man. I miss Western New York. I know I see a lot of people like with the political arguments about the bail reform, where now you just get an appearance ticket, which I got a lot of appearance tickets on things before, but I guess now that's like the go-to thing. And a lot of people don't like that because people are getting like 4 appearance tickets and committing violent felonies. Like, that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get reforming bail where, like, you're not in jail over some petty thing and you can't afford bail, so you lose your job and everything, all that, and your life goes to shit. Like, that's good. You could come home, fight the case. But if someone's getting out on appearance tickets and getting rearrested 3 times while 1 case is pending, like, they probably should go to jail with a bail, Like, that part of it don't make sense.
If you look underneath, you can see that his hands weren't even knotted together where he was pulling. He was just holding it to make sure that he could keep control of her. And it's pretty obvious he didn't want to go too far. He wanted to make sure that he followed the rules and made sure he did this the best way that he could. And I commend him for that.
You commend him for sucker punching the lady? Like, I just feel like he could have cuffed this woman.
We want to do this because we love where we live. It's not an easy job.
I don't know. I'm enough of that, basically. Let's see some of the comments here, y'all. Much love to everyone, too. Like, I really appreciate you guys pulling up, man. My number's been wild low. I haven't been doing content like that. But as always, man, anyone new, we're going to leave this on the playback. Hopefully they don't fluck with this. But let's see. Let's get these comments going. Apologies, y'all. Make sure to like. But yeah, I never claim to be the expert. Like I say, I just like this. People are getting an appearance ticket, then smoking a full while. Yeah, like that, I get it. I see situations where people like are getting felonies, like, and getting appearance ticket and getting out and getting bodying people. Like, that's crazy. I totally feel you on that. A lot of people used to get Buffalo looks like Detroit. Mike D, it kind of always did, right? Like, yo, you ever go to the Falls? Mike D, where you from again, bro? Are you from, I feel like Rochester, or am I bugging? The Rock's a bit wild too. I just, like, New York, like, on a political level, I don't really delve into the political things, the left and the right and Democratic and Republican, but like, I feel people on crime and the way things certain go, like, you know what I'm saying? I love the 716. Like, I miss it. I wish I never moved. The cops in Maine are so laid back unless you're doing the most. They can't be bothered. I was drunk at a bar acting like a fool. They told me to go home and I gave them a lot of lip. Yeah, but no, Buffalo, Detroit, Niagara Falls, it always kind of had the same vibes. Like, remember when Eminem signed Griselda? They were talking about, like, yo, Buffalo is just like the D. Pause. In NYC, they won't. In Rochester, they won't. In Buffalo, they won't. In Syracuse, they will. For real? I've never been to the Cuse like that, man. Shout out Mike D. I appreciate you tapping in, bro. I feel like I've watched your channel before. I forget the name. Brooklyn, Rochester. Okay. What's the one talk? You did a prison content, right? The officer is a liability, won't be the last time. Like, that's what I'm saying. This woman, it just felt like the cop escalated it to me. It's just over such a petty thing. I know a lot of people are just like, hey, don't break the law, this and that. But I felt like there should have been a thing where, like, petty laws need to be addressed as petty. But again, I respect everyone's opinion. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I feel you. Buffalo, like, Niagara Falls got twisted because the mayor sold out to the mob and Smoking Joe, and there's a lot of corruption is what fucked up a lot of these cities. Detroit as well, corrupt mayors. It's interesting crime stories to go over, though. But I miss it. I just didn't. Florida was like a flux time for me because it was like a different type vibe down there. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. My addiction problems got real bad again, but been clean for fucking with the Suboxone and everything. I'm good. Issues, like, I don't know. Chicago West salute. Mike D. Waters is an asshole. Whose pocket is he in? Totally act like he didn't just see what we did. I know I couldn't be a cop. I damn sure don't have the temperament to put up with idiots and whack jobs on a daily basis. Yeah, I feel you on that. Like, people get mad at me a lot. I really truly believe there is cops that are good cops. Like, I'm not a guy that just bashes the police as a whole. I just feel like this situation was so petty. And I just don't understand, like, he took her down and all that, and then he's teeing off on her. Like, I don't get it. Why did he not just cuff her? He had the strength to choke her and restrain her like that, not to just cuff her and put her in the back of the car? Like, come on. The cop, the one who made an issue in front of these kids. Are you joking? I know, yo. This Waters guy, you can tell he's so, like, media savvy, how to address the camera and all that, you know? Yo, shout out Mike D, though, bro. It's good to talk to, like, another New Yorker, man. Not like, I love everyone, man. I wish I never left Western New York, man. Like, you know, because there's this thing in Buffalo where everyone's like, yo, I'm gonna go down. Like, you leave a cold climate and, you know, there's problems everywhere you go. And I just realized, like, I truly never wanted to leave. I was like a sea hair away from not going, you know, but I ended up going, and I had a child almost die. Like, real talk, in a car accident, and it is twisted, man. Relationship problems, all that, man. Knucklehead's my guy. New Age Plug investigate. Shout out New Age Plug, man. Bro, I'm insane. I feel exactly what you're saying. No doubt, bro. I appreciate you guys pulling up, man. We got to get back to doing these lives. I got to actually, like, end this. I like to do every comment, and I wanted to go back through the thread because for those that weren't here in the beginning, the way I got on this is Ben Crump, civil rights attorney Ben Crump, is tweeting about this. So I wanted to see people's reaction with that. But I got the wife, like, you got to get to the store, and I got to handle some things. I hope she enjoys her payday and enjoys his prison time, and fuck this guy speaking, acting like he doesn't see what we just seen. You good, bro? He didn't even try. He grabbed her from jump. Yeah, to me, it felt like he escalated it off top, you know? But yeah, guys, I gotta end this. I really, truly appreciate you guys pulling up, man. Like I always say, this blogosphere stuff is very therapeutic for me. You know, like I come on here to shoot the ish with people. I'm not really a drama guy. Every now and then through content, we'll get into trolling someone a little bit or whatever the case may be. But I just like coming on here and talking. And like we were just saying, like even if people don't have the same perspective, it's just, you know, interesting to speak on things. But with that being said, guys, I got to run again. Apologies. I always am like, tap in, let's talk. And then here I am. Jumping up out of here without tapping into all the convos. But we will, man. And maybe we'll go live later. I'm trying to get back active on here. Much love. I love y'all for real, guys. And it'll be interesting to see what happens with this case. You know, is it just going to be all she wrote, that the way Florida law enforcement wrote it up, that's it? She goes to prison? Or will, you know, through the media, other entities get involved and there'll be a different outcome? Like I'm definitely keeping my eyes on this one. But with all that being said, let me go. Salute to all of you. Please subscribe if you're new on the playback, and stay tapped in, tuned in, guys. We talk about everything on this channel. My Bills Monday Night Football tomorrow night on this quest to get our first Super Bowl ring, bring the Lombardi home and all that good ish. And yeah, subscribe. Let's talk. Live streams. We're getting back active, guys. I've been said that a billion times, but I really mean it this time. You know,